Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach, and today I'm talking about how to attract any woman even if she's not interested. So the first thing that I want to talk about is this, is that if a woman has zero attraction for you, then there really isn't a lot that you can do. There's no magic word, there's no magic line that you can say to her to make her attracted to you. Okay? Um, there's a quote by David D'Angelo, and you can actually search up his video on this here on YouTube, and it's called "Attraction Isn't a Choice." So just type in "Attraction Isn't a Choice," David D'Angelo, same in the same sentence, and then it should come up. And it's really interesting to watch that video. It's one of my favorites here on YouTube. Okay. And basically, what this means is that if she has zero attraction for you, that she's not ever going to have attraction for you. But if a woman does have some interest in you, some attraction for you, even if it's small, you can tip the scales and make her more attracted to you. Okay. Obviously, it's going to be a lot more difficult because it's always better really to date a woman who's already 100% into you. Okay, but most of the women that you find are just going to be sort of on the fence. They're neither going to be like super attracted to you, but they could easily be tipped the other way and not be attracted to you at all. So there are a few things you can do. Even with women who have zero attraction for you, you can still earn her respect, and you can open the possibility, maybe, right? By doing a few things, okay? But it has more to actually do with being lazy. Like I said, there's no magic line, okay? I don't ever teach pickup artist tricks, okay? Because those things are usually only a short-term fix, and they rarely work long-term. Because usually, the guy is acting confident, he's saying these lines, these strange, bizarre lines, and then the woman becomes interested in that. But because he hasn't done the inner work to become more confident, his needy behavior starts to come across afterwards, right? After he starts dating her a little while, she starts to actually see that he wasn't the confident guy that actually approached her. He's actually someone entirely different because he just learned a weird line online, yeah? And then she ends up rejecting him and dumping him eventually anyway. So you want to do this, okay? And this will help you attract more women into your life, even those ones that showed zero interest. Because even if a woman has zero interest in you, you can still earn her respect. And who knows, maybe she will change the way that she feels about you if you display enough strong behavior. But like I said, it's always better to go for those women that are 100% interested. But here's the things that you can do, okay? So confidence, that's a huge one. Now, I say it all the time, I talk about it all the time, but women love men who are confident. Now, I know that that is a cliche and you hear it all the time, but that is the truth, okay? Women want men who are confident in themselves, okay? Especially, you at least have to be more confident in yourself than she is in herself, okay? Because if she's more confident in herself than you are in yourself, then she's not going to find you attractive at all, okay? Even if she was to begin with, she'll lose attraction for you if she finds out that she's more confident in herself than you are, okay? It's just not good. So confidence really is having this calmness about you. Okay, it's almost like when you walk into a room, you can make everyone feel calm and at safe and at ease, right? Because you've got a really easygoing attitude. Maybe you even speak a little bit slower than most people, and you just really have that sort of like really strong centeredness that a very rare men have, right? And you've got this sort of like slow approach and this confidence and this slow calm energy about you. And what you'll find is if you adopt that kind of energy, people will come to you with their problems just so that you can make them feel more at ease. They'll be like, oh, I'm really worried about this, I'm really worried about that. Maybe even women come up to you and do this, and then you speak to them in a really calm way, and you have that sort of calming presence about yourself, and you're like, well, you know what, you don't worry too much about this, because either it's going to happen or it's not. So don't worry too much about that. Basically, if it's in your control, then just take control. And if it's not in your control, then you don't need to worry about it because it's not in your control. Don't worry. It's all good. And you've got this sort of like calmness about you. Okay. Confidence also comes from doing things really, really well. So if you're competent at something, that obviously brings confidence. So for example, if you've been driving for 10 years, then more than likely you're a confident driver. So confidence comes from doing things really well. But it's also about being calm and almost like if you can picture like Mount Fuji or something, like you're a mountain, nothing shakes you at all. You're just always there, and you're always got this stoic, calming presence about yourself. So another thing, another quality that you can adopt that will make women more attracted to you is if you're a leader, okay? And you show decisive qualities, okay? So that's making decisions, right? When everyone else in your group or whatever doesn't know what to do, you make the decision because it shows that you're the leader, okay? Offer that suggestion, okay? And if you, when you go on a date with a woman, be the leader in that respect as well by, picking where to go eat, picking what time to meet and things like that, making the plans. It's another way you can show leadership, okay? Another thing that you can adopt for yourself as well is to be fun and positive to be around, because women are going to want to spend more time with you if you're actually fun to be around and you're lighthearted and you're not negative all the time. Because if you're negative all the time and you're complaining and miserable, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be making other people feel that way too, and they're not going to want to spend as much time with you. Yeah, they're going to like, even people who are miserable, they say misery loves company, but what I found is people who are miserable often like being around people that make them laugh and uplift them. Even though it may feel good to them to sit around with another complainer and complain, in reality they're more likely going to want to hang out with the person who makes them feel more positive and makes them laugh and makes them have a good time and forget their troubles, basically. Okay, even though misery does love company, and that is something that definitely is true. But like I said, they're going to prefer to hang out with the person that makes them laugh and giggle. Okay, so if you aim to be the guy that makes everyone, including your friends, your colleagues, the women around you, if your aim is to always make things fun and lighthearted and have a giggle, that's great. That's what you should be doing. Obviously, if you're at work, you should also be focusing on your work, but you're there to also, have a bit of a good time. Now, it doesn't mean you're not doing your work, right? It just means that you know how to do things in a way that is fun, right? So you can make the day fun for you. Even if you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, you say to yourself, no matter what, I'm going to try and have a good day. I'm going to try and bring some lightheartedness to this. I'm going to try and make other people laugh if they're stressed, just so that we can just get through the day easier, and that's the kind of energy that you want to bring. That's the kind of energy that you want to bring to a date as well. Okay, you want to be positive, you want to be fun, you want to be lighthearted, and so whenever you talk to anybody, you're making them feel good, you're making yourself feel good, and it's just better for everybody involved. Okay, and that's one of the ways that you can be more attractive to women, because they're going to want to hang around with you more if you're lighthearted and positive and nice to be around. Okay, and you're pleasant. Okay, so another thing is to be mysterious. So this especially works when you're, let's say, this woman in question that you're thinking about is someone that you go to work with or you go to school with. Don't always be hanging around her, right? Because let's say in the past, because you really liked her, you always wanted to be around her, talking to her. Don't do that anymore. Go and hang out with your friends. Go and do something else, okay? Don't always be hanging around her and hovering over her and trying to chat her up and talk to her. Don't do that. I mean, obviously, say hello and be polite, but after you've had a little quick conversation with her every day, then, and I mean a quick conversation, so like, hey, how are you? Yeah, I'm doing really well, thanks. How are you? Yeah, I'm great, awesome. Well, you have a nice day. I'll see you later. And then you just go on about your business. You just go on about talking to your colleagues or doing your work or talking to your friends, whatever it may be, right? You're not always there. You're not hanging around her. You're being nice and friendly whenever you bump into her. But other than that, you're not focusing on her and you're letting her come to you, okay? And whenever she comes over to you, you're like, hey, it's great to see you. How you doing? Yeah? And then you can have a conversation with her, because then a longer conversation, because she's pursuing you. She's coming over to you, okay? And that's how you can become more mysterious. And if you adopt these qualities, then you'll be way more attractive to women. And maybe, yes, you may be able to make a woman who seemed unattracted to you more attracted to you, okay? So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.